Good afternoon. My name is Tommy Diaz. I'm the Assistant Chief at the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Standing with me is Major Earl Dean, a Patrol Bureau Major over patrol, Captain James Wagner over the Criminal Investigation Division, Lieutenant Leon Hernandez also in the Criminal Investigation Division, Major Jennifer Herndon, she's over our Internal Affairs Division, Major Saul Suarez to my left, he's over the Criminal Investigation Bureau, also Captain McConnell over the Crime Scene Unit, and Lieutenant Ben Katrib over our Homicide Section. We're currently at the 13,600 block of Braydon Bend, which is in northwest Harris County in our District 5 area of operation. We are currently investigating an officer-involved shooting. As it stands right now, all the deputies are safe. None of the deputies are injured. We're thankful for that. One suspect was struck, and he was flown via Lifeflight to Memorial Hermann. He is currently in surgery. His prognosis is not known at this particular time. At about 12:05 p.m., deputies received a call for service for a weapons disturbance. One of the houses on this particular street heard what they believe were gunshots at their house. Deputies responded to priority 1, which means lights and sirens. Upon arrival, deputies, it took about 8 minutes to get here, so we responded lights and sirens. Upon arrival, it was discovered that damage to one of the houses on the street and the vehicles, consistent with broken glass in the cars and also broken glass on the front of the house. Deputies have been to this area before, and they were familiar with the suspect. They have actually responded to calls for service 54 times this year at this particular address. Deputies received consent to enter the home in order to interview the suspect and detain the suspect. When deputies entered the house, the suspect barricaded himself in a bathroom. It was known at that point that the suspect did have a knife, a fairly large knife. At that particular instant, the deputies requested a CERT unit, which is a crisis intervention response team, who is received enhanced training to assist in making contact with folks who are having a mental health episode. But prior to the CERT unit arriving, the suspect exited the bathroom, producing a large knife. At that particular point, he threatened the deputy's life, and he took a lunging motion towards the deputy. A second deputy discharged his firearm one time, striking the suspect one time. Like I said earlier, the suspect is in surgery. His prognosis is not known at this time, and the deputies are safe. So what's currently happening right now is the homicide division is here. They're conducting the investigation, as we do with all officer-involved shootings. They're primarily looking at any criminal aspects that may be involved. In addition to that, we also have the Internal Affairs Division, who reviews a more a broader scope of our policies and where everything followed. They'll review body-worn camera. They'll review dash camera. They'll also do an extensive investigation on how many times we've been out here. In addition to that, the District Attorney's Office has been notified. They have representatives on scene, and they also will conduct their own investigation. Once homicide has gathered all their evidence, they'll give that over to the District Attorney's Office, who will present that to the grand jury, who will make a determination on any crimes. As with all officer-involved shootings, we notify the Texas Attorney General's Office on their website, and we do that with all officer-involved shootings. Do we have any questions right now?
What were the 54 calls for service for?
Yes, sir. A myriad of things. 54 calls for service included mental health calls, aggravated assaults, weapons disturbances, and some of those were called on by the suspect himself, making some claims that people's lives were in danger. And so we had been out here multiple times. We have the suspect is a 61-year-old white male. The deputy is a 12-year veteran. He's 38 years old. So just to give you a little bit more background.
Do you know the time span of the 50?
Yes, it's January 1 to today.
So does he live there? Does he know the family? Is he related?
So at the house where the shooting occurred, he does live at that house. And it was a neighbor's house that was damaged today.
So he he shot at his neighbor's house in his neighbor's vehicle?
Well, I think some more investigation will need to be done. It does not appear that it was gunshots, but there's damage to the house and to the cars. But I wouldn't
Have they
claim
had like any kind of feud thing going on?
not that we know of. Not.
So what house did he shoot at initially or damage initially?
It was a neighbor's house
And then what house was he ultimately?
in his own home, so which we had consent to.
Yeah, which is which?
So,
Like, what's the neighbor's house and what's the house where he was shot at?
okay, so he was in his home, which is down on the farther house.
Okay.
And then the closer house.
So just to be clear, was he having any kind of issues with his neighbor, or he was just having his own issues?
I think it's pretty speculative at that point to say, like, we haven't talked to the suspect, so we can't say, like, hey, this is what his side of the story is. But we do know we have been out here for multiple times for mental health issues. So, you know, that would kind of suggest that that's why we called what we would call a MARI unit, which is the Crisis Intervention Response Team, because we had been here so many times. We kind of knew that we needed to prepare in that kind of way.
Have you talked to the neighbor? Did he have any kind of interaction with the suspect?
Yeah, the investigators are having those conversations right now with not just one neighbor, but any other neighbors who can provide any information or witness statements or anything like that.
Would that be, yes, they did have, you guys not know at this point? If they had any kind of interaction?
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to kind of defer. I'll let the investigators. I have not personally talked to the neighbor to say, hey, did you all have a feud or anything like that.
Can you describe where the suspect was struck by the officer, or if his injury was life-threatening, if he was lifelike?
He was struck in the torso.
Was he alone in the house?
Yes, sir.
And so just to be clear, he allowed officers to come inside his home, and then he barricaded himself.
We had consent. Like, there was I wouldn't say he allowed anyone.
Okay.
He didn't allow anyone in the house, but we did have consent to be in the house from someone else who lives in the house.
And just to make sure, the 54 calls for service are at the neighbor's house since January.
At the house where the shooting occurred is where the 54 calls for service.
And that's the house of
The suspect.
Suspect, correct.
I'm sorry, did you say someone else was in the suspect's house?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's just
He doesn't live alone, though. That's it.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to do it in Spanish really quick. Some major Saul Suarez.
Buenas tardes, soy Saúl Suárez, soy mayor con el departamento de alguacil del condado de Harris. Estoy aquí con mi equipo de supervisores, jefes, mayores, capitanes y tenientes que están responsables por investigar esta escena. Estamos aquí en el noreste del condado de Harris investigando un tiroteo que involucró uno de nuestros oficiales. Aproximadamente a las 12 del mediodía, nuestros oficiales respondieron a una llamada que se involucraba a un disturbio de armas. Durante esa llamada, ellos encontraron a un sospechoso. El sospechoso corrió adentro de su casa. El incidente ocurrió afuera. Él se metió adentro de su casa y en ese entonces nuestros oficiales investigando determinaron que el sospechoso estaba armado y estaba dentro de su casa. Entonces ellos empezaron a dar órdenes, muchas órdenes para que salga. El sospechoso salió, pero entonces traía él una navaja muy grande, estilo machete. En ese entonces uno de nuestros oficiales le disparó y el sospechoso fue detenido. En este momento el sospechoso fue transportado al hospital donde está recibiendo servicios médicos. Como formalidad en este tipo de incidentes tenemos nuestro equipo de homicidio, también el equipo de escena de crimen, nuestros asuntos internos y también este incidente va a ser investigado por el distrito fiscal. Le quiero recordar a la comunidad que en este momento no hay riesgo para la seguridad pública. Por favor, síguenos dando su paciencia mientras procesamos esta escena. Vamos a estar de perdido unas 2 o 4 horas más, pero en este momento no tenemos ningún más riesgo para la seguridad pública y muchas gracias por su paciencia. Questions?
I guess it's safe to say it wasn't a tiff between neighbors, right? It was just a few major incidents. Possibly caused damage. Thank you.
All right, folks, this is Grizzy live here with the Hood News. Hey, long time no see. Good to see you too. All right. Oh, sorry.
Right.
All right. This is a whole new scene, friends. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look nothing like the one from yesterday. We're in a whole different scene. Every day is a new thing here in the Harris County, Houston, and surrounding areas. This is Grizzy live here with the Hood News. And check this out. Let me see. Hey, thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. So look. The suspect was transferred. Did you guys hear? It was a machete-style knife.
I haven't
54 calls for service in 2024. Damn it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Y'all need to get over the Spanish. I'm so sorry. Like, they start with English and then they jump to Spanish, and then I stick around and film more and tell y'all what's going on. And if you can't have understanding and patience, this page is not for you. I am a Hispanic woman, by the way, and I'm very proud to be Hispanic. Like, I don't ever want to be anything else but who I am, a Hispanic American woman. And anybody with problems with the little bit of Spanish we throw out here and there, I'm sorry.
January 1st, there have been 54 calls for service at this particular house. Obviously, that's incredibly high number of calls for service. They said assaults, and they said that once deputies arrived, they realized
You can always go out the video and come back in. I see people jump off the video as soon as the Spanish comes on, and I appreciate those people because they don't say rude things or say the obvious, I don't know Spanish. Okay, guess what? It's all right. And I appreciate the ones that hop off the live because and they don't say stupid stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to our non-Hispanic speakers. Thank you. Our non-Spanish speakers. Thank y'all. We're in the state of Texas, dude. Y'all enjoy our food. Just keep scrolling for a little bit and then come back. I promise you, you'll see what you needed to hear. Thank you. And I always do recaps.
first house where they say the suspect initially caused some damage. Like I said, they said there was broken glass to the cars, windows.
Thank you. Thank y'all for understanding.
And then there's the second house where the suspect lived right there, hid himself inside.
Hey, what's up, Brad? Brad Garrett. All right, folks. So yeah, there's been an officer involved shooting, suspect with a history of calls for service. 54 just in this year. That's gotta be a nightmare. Jeez, can you imagine living over here and you got to deal with the cops coming all the time? Oh my goodness, y'all. Bless these people. But today there was a situation, and they were telling him to come out, and when he finally did, he came out with a machete style knife. That's how it was described in Spanish, and I kind of heard that part. And yeah, friends. And let me tell y'all, my bilingual stuff helps too to crack on crime. So hey, we got to come together, folks. We can't be doing all that nonsense, you know. This page has a purpose, and we're here to inform. We can get justice for people, and all kinds of benefits come from being open-minded. Let's be a little more open-minded about other people and awareness. Dang. And I don't know if you guys see, but somebody told me a neighbor nearby said that somebody's door was damaged. I'm wondering if it's that door over there. I don't know, friends. It affected a neighbor's house too. Oh, don't worry about him, friend. Él no sabe. Yes, let's be courteous to one another, dude. Because then y'all want me to help identify a bandit that did this or a bandit that did that, and then I got both skill set, man. That's an asset in the hood, and surrounding areas. Y'all ask me who did this. Can you help identify Grizzy? Oh, that's crazy when y'all want me to identify a suspect, but you don't want, and you want me to reach out to community for help, but you have a problem when we speak a little bit of Spanish for a few seconds. No way, get out of here, man. I don't want those followers. Hey, what's up, Loretta? What's up, my peeps? Hey, now I want some Mexican food. Quiero tacos al pastor. So yeah, we're still here. This is this area that we're standing in is Braydon Bend, right off of a street called Waylord. Suspect was life-flighted. Officer involved shooting. He had a knife, and their investigation is underway right now. This, if you're not familiar with the streets I just called out, this is Jackrabbit Road area and West Road. Thank you. Man, so yeah, we're on to the next one, friends. I heard that there's something going down somewhere else. Let me go check on my dogs. I got the dog not in the kennel anymore. Like, I don't kennel him anymore. And I'm always afraid he's going to tear something up when I get home. I might not have a couch. But yeah, friends, I'll be back. More hood news on the way. Possibly another fatality somewhere. I'm going to verify, the info, and then I'll be out there. We started off very early. And yeah, hey, the Klein Kane video is up. It takes a while sometimes when these videos are long for them to process via Facebook, but it is up, friends. If you missed it and you got kids at Klein Kane High School, you need to watch that video. Please pass it along to people. Tag them. If you know parents that have kids that go to that school, be advised, man. We got pimps and teacher situation. I don't know. It's just a bunch of craziness. Go catch up, friends. I'll see you later. Reporting live, it's your girl Grizzy. Back to you, friends. Walk me to my car. I might get mugged over here in this suburb. I might get attacked. Not just saying. It looks quiet, right? Look at the neighborhood, friends. It's so chill. Keep me company, man, because I'm in fear of my life. I might get mugged. Somebody's gonna steal my purse. Thank you. Thought that was what is that? Crime scene unit. Damn. Baby.